Hello everyone, it's Katrine. So we have a few minutes of a delay here always, but I'm gonna check. And that should be it. So we have a few minutes. So it's working. Hello everyone, it's Katrine with Blend Precisely and also the founder of the Aromatherapists in Business Group. And I have a few announcements right now. And we're going to have a guest today, Jackie Glinkie. And she's also, I hope I said your name right, but I will check in a moment. But she's also in our Aromatherapist in Business Group. And she has been a very, very early member of Blend Precisely, our software tool for aromatherapists, where you can calculate your own prices and everything else. So let me just check if there's a sound. I just gotta, can you hear me? Actually, the folks who are online, just chat if you can hear me, just enter this in your comments, because somebody's just saying there is no sound. So let me know if that's the case. I got a thumb up. Okay, that means I'm good to go. Okay. All right, Seth, thank you. I can hear you. Okay, great. So in case you can't hear me, sometimes it's okay to log out again and just come back in, and then it's maybe easier. It's a little bit choppy, Jackie says. Okay. I am in a new room today because we have some sick people and they're in front of the TV. So let me just see. Jackie, is it still choppy? All right, you know what? If that is the case, I'm going to see if, let me just check. I don't want this to be too choppy for you, but I can see that my connection is okay. All right, good now. Okay, great, Jackie. Thank you. So Jackie, did you actually receive the link to join? That is my question right now. And if not, I will send it to you again in a moment, but let me know. It's very easy. So we will have Jackie on and we will talk about Clubhouse today. And I don't know if you have heard about this new app, which is out right now, but okay, Jackie, I'm gonna send it to you. But it's making the round like crazy. It's like a storm. I'm gonna send it to you, Jackie, through Facebook Messenger. And I can see that it's a bit choppy. I'm so sorry, guys. This is normally not how it's supposed to be, but I think it's getting a little bit better. Okay, Jackie, I just sent it to you on Facebook Messenger. So just a few quick announcements. Jackie's going to come in a second, and we will chat about Jackie and Clubhouse, because she has been one of the really early adopters from my point of view. Now, Clubhouse has been going on for a few months already, but it's the hype right. And in the very beginning, I was thinking, I do not need another app. I don't need another social media. I don't need to work on anything more. But I kept on hearing wherever I was part of in all the business groups and through emails and the things I got signed up. Have you heard about Clubhouse? Have you heard about Clubhouse? And until I get an email from Jackie, and she actually says, would you like to have an invite? And I said, of course. Okay, so I joined Clubhouse, I think just a couple of weeks ago, not too long ago. And it was quite a steep learning curve at first. Hello, Tracy. Nice to see you. Tracy, are you on Clubhouse already? Or not yet, maybe? So in a little while. And another one was really exciting. I wanted to share some exciting news as well from my side in their newsletter. So if you do newsletters, you will see I'm so sorry. I think I just lost you guys. Can you still hear me? All right, Jackie. So sorry. I think now it's working. Can you hear me? I think, let's see. Are you on mute? Because I can't hear you. Let's see. I can hear you now. Okay, Tracy, thank you. Let's see if we can hear Jackie in a moment. Can you hear me, Jackie? Yeah? Okay. All right, and you're not on mute from my side?
How's that?
Ah, perfect.
I don't know why. I have this happened to me last night in another room, chat. I have a virtual desktop thing that I don't even know where it came from.
So it's not just the keyboard.
Yeah, it's taking over
something.
my mic.
Oh my goodness. Welcome, Jackie. It's so exciting to have you actually coming on, because I was just mentioning that, and I'm so sorry for all the problems on my side today.
Oh.
But Seth is sick as well, so I put him actually down in front of the TV and I had to move somewhere else, and for that reason the connection wasn't that good anymore. But Jackie has been, we got to know each other from the Aromatherapists in Business Group, and I think you were actually one of our very early adapters of Blend Precisely, and that's how we got to really chat. And I really love to chat with Jackie because she's just so damn honest with everything. I love it. So if you want to have someone, when you have a new product, you need someone honest on your team, and it's so beautiful to have had you as an early founding member. But we are here actually today. But talk a little bit just where you're coming from, where do you live, so people get to know you a little bit, and how you got to aromatherapy. Why did you sniff oils?
Yeah, it was a long road. I live in Tampa area of Florida, and I used oils for spiritual purposes when I was a teenager. And I would open up books and I would get, little spells, and I would rub oil on candles. Neat. Never.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I did that.
And so then I got married and just had life and didn't do anything. And then in like maybe 96, I was at a pet show. I used to do exotic pet rescue. And I was at the Chicago Family Pet Show, which is in the big convention center. There were hundreds of booths there. And there's this lady with all these little bottles of oil. She must have been Young Living or something. It was a multi-level marketing, one of the first ones, obvious. It was like 96 or 97. I don't remember. And
that's a long time ago, 96,
yeah,
97. That's
about, aromatherapy. And I was like, oh, you must be a doctor to do that. Like, you hear the word therapy and you're like, oh, I can't do that. So then I just, I wandered away, and I love incense. I've always loved incense. And so I was more into incense than I was oil. So then, fast forward to a couple of maybe 2014 or 15.
Yeah, just a few years.
Daughter moved out, got her own place, and had a party for Young Living. So the lady was filling up my water with lemon, telling me how great it was. And the other lady she was training was putting lemon on a balloon and making it pop to show how pure their oils were. And I was like, no.
If a balloon pops.
But I'm not going to drink something that pops latex, So then I said, well, there has to be something more to this. I can't, excuse me, I talk with my hands all the time.
Oh, that's perfectly fine.
So anyway, I found Leah Jacobson, her safety site, and then I signed up for Aromahead, and then I signed up for Tisserand, and then so I'm like the class taker. So one day I'm gonna just do a review site of all the classes I've taken. I've taken classes with Aromahead, Tisserand, Jacobson.
You took all the big ones. Yeah, just really, you went through all of the learning curves possible out there.
It's interesting, to say the least, about how people teach, and one learns from the other one, and then they throw their spin on it. So what I always say is, like, every class I've taken has been for the right reason at the right time for me. So now I'm more interested in, like, proper formulation, because at Aromahead I learned aromatherapy, and Andrea said, well, if you're going to make this, you have to use it quickly. But I didn't understand the magnitude of how quickly you have to use something you put water in,
Yeah, exactly.
So I used like aloe cream for one of my case studies, and I gave it out to like 5 people, and 3 of them got mold.
Yeah, and that's aloe and any kind of no. And actually, I think Tisserand is now is actually doing more proper cosmetic formulation courses. And I think that is so important, really, that aromatherapists move a little bit more into the realm of cosmetic formulation, because there's truly quite a bit to learn, and to avoid all of these bacteria and mold cases we are most likely giving to our clients. That's not good. So you learned a lot already. Now, I know that I got your invitation. I just mentioned that when I heard about Clubhouse, I'm like, oh my God, there's another social media app. I don't know if I can handle it. I'm already having 9 accounts as it is, and I don't know if I can get into. And I kept on hearing about Clubhouse, and I'm just wondering if anybody else is really hearing it a lot more. But how did you hear about Clubhouse? Was that through someone else as well?
It was or through Leah Jacobson?
Yeah, through Leah Jacobson.
I saw it on her personal page. She kept mentioning Clubhouse, and she was putting quotes that people are saying, and they're all like these big name people that I don't even know how to find these people.
It's amazing. So going back a few weeks, I had no clue. Around Christmas, I didn't even know what Clubhouse was. And then suddenly it triggered all in. And then in January, the first people came and said, you really have to be part of Clubhouse. And with my mentors and the groups I'm in, who's in Clubhouse? Who's in? And then that's the first time I looked at actually up what is Clubhouse. Is that like Mickey Mouse Clubhouse? I had no idea really what they were talking about, but they were talking about that all these big guns are in there, and you need to get in there, because I was like, well, I don't need anything. Okay, I decide for myself what I need. But it is as it is. It's the shiny object thing a little bit in the very beginning, where you think, do you really need it? But then you hear more and more, and then you almost want to try it, because of course we are all building businesses, and we want to be part of, and or not miss out necessarily on maybe the next big thing. And then you came and said, would you like to have an invitation? I'm like, yes, please. Please. And that was, I think, 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, and you're in it. And I just looked at your profile again today, Jackie, and I think you opened up rooms and everything else as well now, or you're talking in rooms, but your followers went up like whoom.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
The more you participate, the more followers you get.
It's amazing. So let's start a little bit from the beginning. So first of all, it's an only iPhone app, and you do need to have an invitation right now, or somebody.
I had to steal one of the iPhones from the kids.
Yeah, so if you don't have an iPhone, you can take an iPad, you can take an iPhone from your children, you can take you can take anything. Where actually some people were even buying off older iPhones from other
like
people
eBay
in order.
or whatever. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so, and within a few weeks only, the app went from 2 million to 3 million, or was just doubling up. So it is a really amazing. So first of all, it's an audio only. It's a little bit of you chime in, you talk, you have honest and genuine conversations there. Nobody is putting on a fake face. Nobody is lying to you. It's true talk and everything else from business leaders, but also when it is about essential oils. And I think that's where you come in a little bit right now, because I honestly haven't created even a room yet. But so tell me a little bit how you went about the process, or tell everyone a little bit how you went about the process of establishing yourself from basically 0 followers a few weeks ago just to 87 now, or 90 even. How did it happen?
I think a lot of it is participating in other rooms, trying to figure out, because there aren't a lot of aromatherapists on there.
Not yet, no.
In general. And I don't know if you noticed there, China had opened, a lot of Asian people were coming on.
Oh, no, I haven't.
And well, I don't know how it was in their app store in China.
Oh, because it was shut down, I think, at first, or not allowed.
Onto the app, because I think that might have been why it jumped. It was, I think, in December, 600,000 people. And then in January, it was like 2 million. And now I think it's 8 million.
It is already? Oh my.
I think so.
That's crazy. So yeah, it went really, I just looked at it today. So it's in the Apple iPhone store. So you go there, you download the app. It had 300,000 reviews, which is unheard of and unseen, actually, of almost 5 stars. So 4.9 stars, 300,000 reviews. And it's like literally doubling or quadrupling, I don't know, every couple of weeks. Right. So when you go on, or once you get inside of Clubhouse, and let's distinguish a little bit between a room, and just being one of the moderators and speakers and so on.
Yeah,
so basically,
a lot of people are confused about that, because they'll call their room a club, and they'll call their, it's just like learning a new language, really.
Yeah.
Let me go back, because I always do that. I run off into another direction when you ask me a question I didn't answer.
Sorry. That might be being confused.
And my ADHD brain goes.
Well, there's so much to talk about. It's always just exciting.
So you asked how I got more followers. First of all, I participate in other rooms.
Yeah.
In order to get your own club, which is like a town hall with different rooms. So your club is your base, where you would open rooms in.
Yeah, so it's
you had a club.
So it's basically a little bit like like what you said, a town hall, but it's basically a house with different rooms.
Right.
And the club is just your umbrella in this case. And then you can open up different rooms, like in the kitchen and whatsoever. You can talk here about essential oil safety, and then you open up another room and you can talk about maybe formulations and whatnot else. So the club is really like your house, your own, the umbrella you have. Right. And then the rooms you open up. Right.
So, or if you don't want a club, you don't have to have a club. You can just open a room anytime you want to open a room, or you can schedule rooms. So say I want to go, like my room right now is aromatherapy chat. I go on Tuesdays at 2 because it's easy for me to remember. May not be the most convenient for everybody else, but you never can make everybody happy at the same time anyway.
No.
So, it's easy for me. I'm not busy right at that time. I can stay on if I want to stay on. I can not if I, whatever. But I don't have my own club yet. So those are just rooms in the app that anybody can open a room.
And then once you open the room, you said now, for example, you go live on Tuesdays, 2 p.m. Florida time, Eastern Standard Time. And then you choose the topic you would like to talk about on that day, or is it always going to be the same topic, but then of course different people come in?
You could do whatever you want. It's your own room.
It's your own room, right?
At this point, I don't know what people want to hear about because it's a new thing.
Yeah.
So my ideas are like, I can go in a room and open a profile and talk about the properties of lavender or whatever. My base customer is going to be a beginner.
Right.
But I also want people to come into my club when I get it approved. Right now I'm working on that. I had to have 3 rooms open at the same time for 3 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
And right now there's so many people trying to open clubs that they had to shut down
the application process. Yeah.
Because there's only one person approving all these clubs right now.
Yeah, it's incredible. And it's still in beta. It's not even proper live. So it's going to happen that Android is going to be open up. I think they're going to open it up in May or so, they mentioned. But so you have your own rooms. So you have to have 3 rooms somehow open. And then, see, I talk with my hands as well. and then you might get approved for a club sooner or later. But that's in the works. But while you're opening up a room, and what I like about the app, actually, it's super addictive. I don't like that part, but it's so interesting. It just sucks you in while you're washing dishes, while you go on a walk.
That's what I like about it.
Right? I mean, that's how you can vacuum clean the house, is put on Clubhouse.
Yes. I usually am with Facebook.
Yeah. It brings you through. But the beautiful part is you don't need to watch anything. So you can listen. And then if you hear an interesting speaker or somebody saying something beautiful, which is just fitting into your own little pie, you can go to the speaker or the person who's actually asking the question, look at their profile, and then see if you want to follow them maybe, or even go and follow them for other talks they might have in the future. So it's really low key. And most of the people who go online, from what I heard, is they sit in their pajamas. It's like early, it's late, it's whatever. Kids are screaming because everybody's on mute. It's not a very interruptive app. But I mean, the knowledge going around in this app for business purposes, but also everything else is just incredible. And from what I heard, is that you truly can build a following very, very quickly if you're one of the early adopters, especially. And you are. And I saw that now that you get, and even Leah, I think Leah is on there with Essential Oil Safety. I think she's at over 300 followers as well, which is amazing. It's really, so once you have your room, since nothing gets recorded in Clubhouse, how do you get your followers actually to notice more of you?
Well, first, you need to go participate in other rooms too.
Yeah, okay.
If you search, there's a search feature. So you can put in aromatherapy or aromatherapist or essential oil. And you can go look at those profiles and follow those people. And if they're active, they'll follow you back because obviously, like people hang out together.
Exactly.
So, the best way to get yourself seen in a search, the top 3 lines of your profile are the first thing that people see when they look at you in a room. If you're in a room, there's little bobbleheads of everybody, little icons. So it's your picture, your profile picture. And then if you say, I like what this person's saying, you click their profile picture and it pops up only the first 3 lines of their bio.
And that should be impactful already, or at least saying exactly what you're doing. So they might not shoot up the whole profile. They might just look at the first 3 lines.
So if you put in what I've learned from other people who already have been on Clubhouse longer is on the first line, put what you do. the second line, who you are, and the third line, what you bring to people.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So first line, what you do, second line, who you are, and then third, what you can bring to the table,
value.
or the value you can provide for others. That makes sense, because once you open up the entire bio, basically, you can see everything else, which can follow then that you have children or whatever you want to say. But the bio is, go ahead.
My second line, I think it is, I have aromatherapy and then the straight up and down line.
Yeah. Well, let's just look
so that I'm not wasting space. So it's separated. And then I have aromatherapist or one or the other. I don't remember which way I have it. And then I forgot what else I put, essential oil enthusiast or something. And then the second line is my, that's another thing. Emojis in the app are searchable.
That I did not know, really.
So I have my 2 poodles.
You do. Can I just scroll? I don't know if it's visible or not. So here's the first line. Oops, there you go. Aromatherapist, aromatherapy, essential oil enthusiast. And then you have your poodles. You're married.
And my 2 kids, because, you know, I'm a mom and a wife.
And then
aromatherapy. I have 6 kids, but I couldn't.
You do.
I'm doing the ours kids. We have 2 his, 2 mine, and 2 ours. So.
Okay, so that is, you have 4 exactly
going on there.
And then you have aromatherapy chat, beginners and beyond, Tuesdays at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then your entire other bio follows. And what I like about this as well, if you really want to go deeper and connect to people, you have the possibility to connect through Instagram and through Twitter as well. And then it will tell you where you got nominated and who's following you. And you can see Leah, I think.
Yeah, Leah. And then underneath that are the clubs that you belong to or you follow.
Exactly. Yeah. So, and then up here, you can basically say if you want to be reminded, and I'm following you, for example, I want to be reminded when you go live. Always, you can put sometimes or never ever, and so on. So basically, what's happening, I think, with the app right now is that you can build quickly an incredible following, but also people are able, then I hear that a lot in the rooms as well, is if you want to know more, just chat me up on Instagram, because you cannot chat inside the app yet. So it's important to mention that you have an Instagram or at least a Twitter account where they can click on. They don't have Facebook on here. They don't have anything else on here. But you can click on Instagram and then you can connect immediately to the profile on Instagram, follow that person and DM them in Instagram as well. So it's really...
I hate Instagram. I don't hate it.
You have Twitter on it, right?
Properly.
Yeah, I think everybody chooses. I truly think everybody should choose the app they have an affinity with, because I know I never liked Twitter, for example. I could just not, and it was too much. And then I had Pinterest in the beginning, but that's now quiet. So mine is right now Instagram and Facebook. Well, and now Clubhouse. That addiction started. Thanks, Jackie. But basically,
it was funny when you join, you get 2 invitations, and I was like, and that, so I don't know, I didn't tell you that Leah wasted an invitation on me because I was looking at her page going, I want Clubhouse, I have FOMO, you know, and I would love to just be able to go on an app and talk. I am like, I do not want to be on the video.
But you are right now.
I know, but I don't like it.
Well, welcome. I think
yesterday I was on a video. I'm like, I just got to get used to it. Okay, just stop. Okay, get over it. But anyway, I'm like, oh, this will be my jam. Just go on an app and talk to people. I'm from the 80s. Okay, I was on the phone.
I know, we still have the dial thing going. No, I get that. And I must feel, I was just like, oh, I don't need to do my hair. I don't need to do anything. I can just go online and have my headphones in and just chat with someone. And that is actually a really liberating feeling to finally First it was like you have to be on all the social medias. Then it was like you have to do video. And now it's like, oh, wow, you can just do audio again and connect and listen to people. And that was really beautiful. And I do like that about it. So would you actually tell people, try to get on it? Our aromatherapist listening?
I would definitely tell aromatherapists to get on.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say the same after testing it now for 2 weeks and 3 weeks. I'm like, there is no doubt. In the beginning, the first week was like, wow, what you said, you have to get used to a new app and you have to know the terminology and how it works and everything else. But right now, I would say get on it as quick as you can, actually, in order to be one of these early adopters and steal the phone from your daughter. It's okay. Or your son.
And that's why I stole it, because Leah gave me an invitation. And I was like, I don't know what you're doing. What are you doing? And she's like, well, don't you have an iPhone? And I'm like, no.
I know. I was an Android user all the way until just a month or 2 months ago. And that's when I got a new iPhone, because my son, who's 17, is like, Mama, if you don't get an iPhone slowly, then. But that was the only reason I'm jumping on it, Jackie. Thank you.
Yeah.
So you know what I have heard as well, some people do like an invitation train. Yes. And I really like that idea actually a little bit. So
you know what you have to be worried about though is not to invite the troublemakers.
Exactly. And that's why I was
thinking, get kicked off, you could probably get kicked off too.
No, and I don't want that. I absolutely don't want that. And that's what they were mentioning too. Make sure you do it with the people you know. Make sure that you trust to give them your phone number or whatnot else. So if you get on any kind of invitation trains, then be careful that you get the right people in. And I think we can trust pretty much that the aromatherapists in our Aromatherapist in Business group, as well as in the Blend Precisely group, I do have a couple more invitations. So if anybody would like to, I suddenly had 5 more invitations, which was interesting as well.
Because you're participating.
Oh, that's nice. Well, then I know I'm doing something right.
Yeah, I got, now I have 7. So
yeah.
As long as you're not a troublemaker.
Exactly. Don't be a troublemaker and call us. But if you would like to, let's maybe keep it just to the Aromatherapist in Business group. So if you would like to get an invitation and you're interested in being part of the essential oil or aromatherapy community on Clubhouse, maybe chat us up, Jackie, and
and you have an iPhone.
And you have an iPhone
or an iPad.
Yeah. Or an iPad, exactly. You can send Jackie or myself as well, or me. How do you say Jackie and me an email or a DM or just on Aromatherapist in Business, and then we can take you off to message back and forth maybe the phone numbers. And then if you're then kind enough, if it goes on, to find a few good people so we can fill up the aromatherapy world a little bit more on Clubhouse, feel free to definitely message us in Aromatherapist in Business, or if you want to message Jackie directly, that works too, or me. That is totally fine. So I would definitely say get on it if you can. I actually put something together and I'm going to send it around a little bit later, how to use Clubhouse as well. Just a few little things, because I had to even get myself into the mode of like using it more a couple of weeks ago. And so I'm always the one who puts everything together to know what I'm talking about. And then I can also distribute this a little bit. But what else? I wanted to say something else. Oh, the handles. That's something important. And that's what they say as well. I'm having our handles run through. I think, Jackie, I wrote it correctly on Clubhouse. Jackie Glinkie. Is that actually how you say your name? Jackie Glinkie?
Yeah.
Good. And then
Glinkie was originally Glink when it was in Germany.
Oh, so you are, right?
My husband, so 23andMe now says I'm 100% Irish.
Oh.
My maiden name is Walsh.
Okay, so that is your husband's last name, Glinkie. I love it so, Jackie Glinkie.
Yeah, it was Glink in Germany. Somebody changed it over here. I don't know who.
Yeah, no, but it sounds good. It fits together perfectly. But this is how you can find us actually on Clubhouse. It's Jackie Glinkie and Katrin Burkholz as well. And then, so if
that's another thing. They're trying to keep Clubhouse as so what I heard in one of the learning to moderate rooms, they want you to use your name. Like they don't want you to go in
exactly
and say your business name.
Yeah.
If you're already an influencer, they have a spot for you to put your name to go with your real name, but they want the clubs like for instance, Leah already has her club. So her club is named using essential oil safely.
Right.
Because it's her club. So they're trying to keep it so that you can go just chat with people and just be yourself as a person. And then if you want a club, you can put that with your business.
Yeah, so that's exactly, I think that is like one main thing they mention. They really want authenticity in the app. They don't want any troublemakers, basically. So come in with your real name and create a really good handle, and it's so people can easily find you. And we both apparently used our name, and I think that is just perfect, because sometimes you don't remember all the other weird names. I think a few people went on their Coach Glitter and so on, but I think these are the true influencers already. And so yeah, so if you want an invitation, let us know. Then definitely follow the two handles you see on here as well. And then Jackie has already her rooms, so you should go to her profile and you will see, and you can be reminded of her rooms on Tuesdays, 2 p.m. And then I think, just to recap quickly, so get an invitation or let us know. Get on there and write a really good bio. Have a nice picture, because that's all they have. It's the picture and the bio. So put some work into these two, maybe.
You know how people are putting their name or their picture with the circles around?
Yeah, they actually remove the background in Canva. Or
there's a guy, I was in his room yesterday, and he gives you the free circle. So you go to CH pick, it's Clubhouse, just chpick.me.
chpick.me. Let me just put this in here. So it's Clubhouse. So he's in Clubhouse.
He's in Clubhouse.
CH.
And he had, it's just a page. You go and you upload your photo, and then you can pick the color to go around the thing. The profile.
Okay.
And you can make it thicker, like, so people do that to be seen better in the room.
Yeah, because it's very small, actually. And then if you have a shot. Okay, let's see.
Oh, wait. I'm bad at this.
It takes it in a moment. Ow. Okay, so it's chpick.me. Okay, chpick.me.
Yep.
I think, let's see. Is that what we see?
Yep.
Yeah. Right. Okay, so chpick.me. I'm going to show it. Is that what it is, Jackie? chpick.me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and that is where you
.me.
.me.
Yep, you got it.
Yeah. Okay. So, and that is where people can put like the round circle you see. I did it in Canva a little bit. It took me some time to figure it out.
This thing was like 2 seconds.
That's great. Okay.
You pick a color and take it back down.
Yeah, because I saw that. It's like, oh, they all have different, but the ones with a little bit of color around, they really pop out and they make you want to click on it already, just like candy.
Exactly. You can get somebody to open your profile, because you can't talk to them other than, be in a room. One thing I wanted to mention about my club when I get it approved is that if somebody doesn't want a club and they don't want to do the 3 things in a row, or if they just want to go talk on something or even practice, I don't even, I'm more than happy once I get the club approved to let other people, aromatherapist, come in.
To host. Okay, so you're
To have
basically
rooms.
becoming a host and others can present
Right.
their things. And that is
Mhm.
nice too, because especially if you're new, that gives you like a jumping off board
Right.
to start talking already and to create followers and to create a little bit of a move there for yourself
Right.
as well, including, of course, the club owner.
Right. And if they want to start their own club, that would be helpful
Right.
for them. Oh, so, another thing I learned, if you want your own club and you open a room, say, I'm going to start trying to get a club.
Yeah.
So I'm going to open a room every week on Tuesday. And I have to open the room. I have to close the room.
Okay, so you cannot move it to someone else or
No.
anyone, so you have to stay in that room, even
You
if
have
it
to
is
get
for 10
credit for that
minutes
room.
or 1 hour or so. Okay, so what
Right.
is your normal length of staying in a room?
I try to keep it to 30 minutes.
Yeah.
But there's not enough aromatherapists to even chat. And
No, not now.
people, like new users, they don't know they need an aromatherapist. So I don't know how to get those people yet. The more followers I get, the more people will come.
Oh, of course. And I think also
So
another one is literally following or trying to follow people where they might sit. You know, in this case, Leah is right now there, so you definitely should be following her, I think,
Right.
and then also chat with her, and then followers will see that you're active in Leah's room and so on. So it's going a little bit like a snowball. But I also think there's, like, for example, cosmetic formulation,
Exactly.
skincare. There are all different
Healthcare.
kinds of
Mhm.
clubs
Yeah.
you could become part of and start communicating as
Right.
well. And that's how you could build your following,
Right.
I believe.
That's what I've been doing.
Yeah. I mean, it's working.
So, like those clubs, though, some of them aren't open to any member opening a room.
No. So they are.
Some are.
Yeah.
So if you do want to say, not even my club, I don't even have my club yet. Who knows how long it's going to take to get it.
Yeah.
But if you wanted to do your rooms in a club, you would get more following.
But it would
Than
need
I
to
am
be
just
then.
doing it
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
in the hallway.
Yeah, no, that is true. And if you are, let's say, borrow someone else's club, you would need to go a little bit by their rules as well,
Right.
or whatever
Mhm.
rules they have established around. I can imagine Leah, for example, would
Yeah,
say
she's not
she's not.
opening rooms, no.
Oh, she's not opening. Okay, so,
No.
but if she would, she probably would say, don't say anything about ingesting oils and so on.
Exactly.
So the rules can be established up front. You need to agree as a user of your clubhouse then, or club in this case, to agree to the rules. Okay, that makes sense. So, I mean, you're basically opening up your house to invite guests from people you don't know.
I asked Leah in the beginning when I first went on, I saw this one club, it's just aromatherapy.
Right.
But nothing has ever happened in there.
No,
I
true.
follow it. There's one member, and that's the person who started it, and she doesn't open room. She doesn't do anything. Like, I think it's not her main thing. She just said, "Oh, let me get this club," before they had all the rules they had.
Right.
Now
It's a little bit like getting your domain.
Right. So I thought, oh, well, maybe I should go ask her if she wants help.
Yeah.
But she doesn't seem to be very active. At all.
And then the name is gone. Yeah.
And then, you have to be careful, because if you let somebody moderate in your room, that's another thing. I need moderators to help me manage people. I mean, right now it's fine because I'm only like 5 people in the room, but it's hard for me to keep track of making sure people raise their hand to talk, or I get distracted by what I'm talking about and I'm like not looking at the screen. So the moderators are good to
have in place as well. So basically,
you have to make sure you trust them. Because they
so
can
it's a little
steal
bit like they can steal the it's true, because I was thinking about it. It's a bit like having a webinar and you've got like 10, 20, 30 people come on, and suddenly somebody has a question. You're here and you're just right now presenting or talking. So it is nice to have colleagues, and that's what you wish for a webinar anyway, as well, that you have someone chiming in or helping you with the chats or the questions. But that makes sense. So basically the three people we know as moderator, speaker, and listener. In the very beginning, you're very much of a listener when you get into Clubhouse, and that's how you get to know things. And then speakers can be, or moderators call on speakers as well. And that can be one speaker or many more speakers, I believe. And they all chime in. And often in these big, big rooms, you don't even get a chance to really raise your hand and get in there because you have like a waiting list of 20, 30 people waiting. But that's why it's really nice to get into small rooms right now, to get going already, to raise your hand there, to ask a question, to maybe become a speaker, and then obviously a moderator as well at one point. So there's like a little bit of a trail you probably would want to follow to feel comfortable with the entire app as well. But I think it's a really, what I like about it as well is that it covers a lot of different topics, and not just essential oils or just business or just hockey or just investment, but you can talk literally about cosmetic formulation as well, and what your kids are doing at night, and if you want to like maybe run far away from your family to get a break, and everything is happening on there. So there are lots of different chats going on.
Yeah, I invited my daughter, and she wouldn't sign in, and she's 28, so she's already off, and I said, can you come to my room and just stay there, because you have to have people talking in your room to have it count, for a room. And I said, just stay there in case somebody leaves, and I don't have anybody to talk to. So she's like, well, I like the dog rooms. And I'm like, the dog room? They have dog rooms in there? So you're right. They have a room for everything. I mean, you put a search in, you're going to find something.
Yeah, so you can have it just for German cheesecake as well, probably. I'm going to go and look for that now. I'm going to talk maybe with a sherry on top.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so I think we pretty much covered it. Is there anything else comes to your mind where you like say?
I mean, I could talk all day about Clubhouse, but
I know, me too. It's horrible. I got Seth on it, and he's just like, whoa, no. Like, no, you have to click here and here and here, and then you have to just listen. No, you have to listen to that.
No, I can't let my husband on. He no.
No. Well, it's the multitasking thing, which works a little bit better with women anyway. Yeah, well, thank you so much. So I'm going to so where people can find you, Jackie, is first of all on Clubhouse under Jackie Glinkie, but also you have a Facebook page, which is Infinite Aromatics. So they can find you there. They can get in contact through Facebook. You're actually regularly on Facebook as well, through Messenger. You're in the Aromatherapists and Business Group as well. And anywhere else you would like to be found? Tampa, Florida, directly somewhere?
Down the road from Scylla Andrea.
Yeah, it's not far from where you, right? Did you visit them? Did you visit them?
It's like an hour, maybe.
Oh,
also, I live near Aroma Hut.
Yeah, you're really not far away. Actually, for my son, his dad, he lives in Sanford, Florida. So my son is there quite a bit. Well, not right now, but normally he travels to see his dad there. So I should send him over to you when he becomes
Clearwater's close.
Yeah.
You know what? There's no good surfing over there, though.
No, well, and there are sharks. I don't think it's going to go anywhere.
You have to go on the other coast for surfing.
Yeah, and it's cold there too. Well, that was so lovely. Thank you so much. And I will actually, I put it already on my calendar because it's 5 hours ahead on Tuesdays. That's mostly when I'm just doing the dinner and everything else, but I definitely want to come into your room as well. So it's going to be like 7 p.m., I think, my time. I'm going to jump in next Tuesday. I'm going to try for sure. I want to be part in your room. I want to party with you. All right. Well, thank you so much. And then I will send out this little thing. And that was really nice to chat with you.
Yep.
And then I will talk to you very soon. I will see you definitely. No, hear you.
Yeah.
Most likely.
Okay. Maybe I'll just go to the room anyway. Oh, that's one more thing.
Yes.
If anybody does come in and they get an invitation, if we, you know, whoever, either one of us, I don't know what your schedule is like for inviting people in, but when you sign up, oh, another thing, if even without using our invitations, we can add people, if they're in our phone book and they go on the app and they download it, and then the app sometimes will tell us that they asked to join and that won't use our invitation too.
So that is another good point. That means if they are part of our phone book, so that means if somebody sends us their phone number, we can put them into our phone book, and then they will automatically show up as someone you would like to get in.
Yeah, they download the app, they sign up for the wait list.
Right, exactly.
To get their username and everything.
Yeah.
And then it will pop up in our phone.
Right.
Hey, so-and-so asked to be invited. Do you want to? And the last time I did that, it didn't take my invitation.
So, but they need to be part of your phone as well, of your phone book, of your contact list. Okay,
and
so that is another way.
Anybody in a different country code. Remember when I asked you to join, I think, or maybe it was Hannah. I don't remember which one. Oh, I think it was you because I did you.
Yeah,
first.
yeah, that was the plus.
You have to add the plus for the country code.
Yes, plus 351 or plus 49 for Germany or something. Exactly. Yeah. Well, thanks again for inviting me. That was really lovely. Now I'm on it all the time.
Yep. Well, I thought you could use it. I was trying to be picky with my invitations, so.
Yeah, now I'm like, after actually after creating this as well, I'm like, I got it now. I can do it all. And now I just have to go out and speak. I will. Yeah, it's fascinating. So get on it.
Come in my room and speak.
I will. Let's do this. Okay.
All right.
Have a good afternoon.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. Talk to you soon. Thank you. Ciao.
Bye.